this video about growing your business, and today we're going to take a look at the Racecar Growth Framework. And I actually found this in the newsletter of Lenny that you can also find in the description of this video. So make sure to check that newsletter out as well. And I really like that he made it so visual and it's quite easy to follow how to grow your business. Obviously, we have to start with the engine of the car, and there he mentioned SEO. So this means appearing in search engines such as Google, Bing, but also Amazon also has an SEO component to it. So this means optimizing your content so that these algorithms can make sure that you can rank in them. So when people search something, your content or your product is shown. So that's why SEO is very important. He also mentioned paid ads. Obviously, that is becoming more and more important because Google and Facebook are pushing this very hard, and Amazon as well. Then we see sales, and this comes in a variety of forms. You can just do offline sales where you, for example, have an event, show your product to people, and then they purchase it because they see the added value of it in their life. And then we move over to virality, which has several subcomponents as well, such as word of mouth and sharing content. So if you have a great hook, for example, the first few seconds of a video are attracting the attention of people, then they are more likely to watch it and also share it. So having a great hook in your content, so making sure that you have something that attracts the attention of people can make things go viral. An example is throwing something in the trash bin. For example, throwing famous shoes in the trash bin, and then people are like curious, why are you doing this? Why are you throwing away these expensive shoes? And then you can, for example, mention that these shoes are not the best for your feet, and the new innovation that you have developed is more healthy for your feet and ankles. So let's move over to the next step, and these are the kickstarts. And so it's just sharing with friends and colleagues. Then you can also reach out to strangers. You can also pitch people where they are hanging out. For example, if your audience is in certain online communities, you can post in these as well. Obviously, you have to add a lot of value before you ask people for things. You can work with influencers, get some press. Once again, you have to stand out if you want to pitch press outlets. So make sure that you have an interesting story. For example, you broke a world record or something similar. I already mentioned viral content, and physical placements such as flyers are also great. And hosting an event is also a great way in a lot of instances to attract attention. And new platforms can often also give you an edge. Once you already have some traction going, it can be interesting to add some channel partners, expand to different locations, so countries or continents, or just adding more products to your catalog. Then we can add more fuel to the car by adding content and also capital and users. And then some important lubricants. We all know how much this can improve how engines work. So making sure that your page is optimized for retention and conversion. For example, make it easy to use and make sure that people have something to repurchase. For example, if it's a subscription service, the retention will be longer. You can also increase prices. Obviously, I have to check how elastic the pricing is, and if people start buying it less frequently, if you increase prices. But obviously, experimenting with prices is quite easy and can make sure that you get a lot of more revenue. And then finally, we arrive at the turbo boost. And if you're a big F1 fan, you will notice that the back wing of a car can be flattened in some instances to give the car a boost. Well, this is the same principle here. So, for example, you can find Pierre, where you're mentioned in several outlets. once again, hosting events, working with influencers, sponsoring events, creating controversy, or getting on podcasts and so on. So, for example, we see a lot of book publishers going on hundreds of podcasts before they actually launch their books. And this is just to create hype. If we take a look at creating controversy, well, we can notice that this is also mentioned in Purple Cow book, where you just have to stand out and be edgy from time to time. Obviously, you have to find the right balance there so you don't infuriate people. And as I mentioned before, this is an image from Lenny's newsletter, so check the link in the description for more. But I really like this image because it clearly shows what you can do at each stage of your growth, and it gives you a clear playbook and step-by-step guide in finding the next step in your growth process. So that was a quick look at the Racecar Growth Framework. Thank you for watching this video, and subscribe for more marketing ideas. Thank you.